What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you from Half Court for today, Thursday, April 7th. I am your host, Sean Murphy, and today I am so excited because today we're gonna on the Lakers, man. Oh my God. This is what I want and more in life, man. This is what I live for. Okay, so first of all, I want to preface with this. I did not expect this team to be a finals team. I thought that the Russell Westbrook problems, I thought they would be fine in the regular season, and then come playoff time, they would just the bed like last year. But in reality, they just decided to the bed from the very beginning, which even I, who can be described as not a LeBron hater, but a LeBron critic, as someone that isn't a big fan of just him as a person overall, although I can respect his game. I can admire the charitable things that he does. Listen, man, I'm just from Detroit. I don't like him. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, this guy at the beginning of the season was so confident that this team was going to get it done. And I quote, keep talking about my squad, our personnel ages, the way we play. He stays injured. We're past our time in this league, etc., etc., etc. Do me one favor, please. And I mean, please. Keep that same energy when it begins. That is all I ask. Oh, LeBron, you fucking moron, dude. Because this wasn't gonna work. Who in their right minds thought from a basketball fit, if you actually put 5 guys on a basketball court, you are thinking about the scheme, the way that the game is played, that this would suit LeBron James? Because we have seen it. We have seen the recipe for success. You didn't have to move away from it, Los Angeles, because the first year with LeBron and Anthony Davis, you won a title with it. You had shooters. You had guys around the perimeter who could get the three. You trade away Kyle Kuzma, who, say what you will about Kyle Kuzma, we saw how good of a year he had once he got out of Los Angeles. Seems like he wasn't the problem. On top of that, you look at guys like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Sure could have used a guy like that all year. And you're relying on the contracts of guys like Wayne Ellington and Trevor Ariza. And if you actually watch basketball, you've known for about 2 years now that Trevor Ariza and Wayne Ellington are way past their prime. Rob Pelinka is not getting as much blame as he deserves for this situation. Because let's be honest, man, this is a shit show when it comes to a front office situation. He doesn't know the game of basketball, because if he did, he wouldn't have agreed to make this move. Because even though LeBron stepped in and he said, this is the guy that I want, this is who I want us to bring in, as the general manager of a basketball team, as the president of basketball ops, you have the power to say no, man. And if you're winning basketball games, why would LeBron James be upset with you? If you're truly confident and you want to make the best decision for your team, you would have done what your gut reaction was, which was to bring in DeMar DeRozan, which was to bring in Buddy Hield. And here's the thing. I don't know if DeMar DeRozan would have had the same year and the same level of success that he had in Los Angeles, or they had in Chicago, they would in Los Angeles. Let's just be honest about it. I think LeBron and DeMar would have had to take some time to learn how to play together. But also, we see that DeMar's a skilled enough scorer that he can go out there and he can still get 20 points in the mid-range no matter what if LeBron just goes out of the way, or even if you have to stagger their minutes. And also, here's another thing. Anthony Davis, you ever going to play a full season? You played 82 games between 2 seasons, I think. I don't even think you quite got there. Because, dude, I'm sorry, but if you're getting injured the way that you are every year, there is something in your preparation. There is something that you are doing, or not doing, I should say, to be able to be on the basketball court. And even if that isn't something that you're not doing, like, what do you want me to tell you, man? The best ability in the NBA is availability. One of the most important things about getting to a finals is having your guys healthy and having a year to build chemistry. And here's the thing with that, though. you can't use that as a crutch, AD, because first of all, you're the one getting yourselves in this situation every single year. Second of all, even when you guys played together, LeBron and AD on the court this year, they were 6 games under 500. And even when Russ, LeBron, and Anthony Davis all were on the court together at the same time, they were 11-10. This team wasn't special from the very beginning because Russell Westbrook wasn't truly prepared for this season. He wasn't truly prepared to sacrifice for the Los Angeles Lakers. He went out there and he had a dud of a season and took no accountability. None. He was a child to media members. He was straight up reflecting and bouncing questions back to them. He claimed that he had no expectations. I say again, the guy who got traded to go play with LeBron James and Anthony Davis for the Los Angeles Lakers, his childhood home team, which is, I don't know, one of the greatest franchises in sports and perhaps the greatest franchise in NBA history. No expectations, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you on crack? What the hell, man? And I'm sorry, but we just justified Russ's shortcomings because his athleticism was too damn good that it didn't matter. But guess what? His athleticism isn't the same anymore because he's 32 years old. That's called father time, and it's undefeated. But the thing is even knowing that, even seeing that is the way it goes, that is what happens to guys, that is the way that careers go, and you need to develop and you need to be there, especially if you're going to play the point guard, by the way, which is a very skill heavy and dependent position. I mean, look at Chris Paul, for example, right? He is 36 years old and he is arguably the most valuable he's been in his entire career. It's not because of that, because of his athletic ability. Quite frankly, he's just been the same guy since he was 27 as an athlete. I don't know how he is, but he's not the same. He doesn't have the same burst, but he's still fast enough. And honestly, he's just so skilled that it doesn't even matter, because anyone with that kind of vision and that kind of passing ability, that's the kind of stuff with Tom Brady, he can do that until he's 50. Chris Paul's that good. If he can stay healthy, he can keep playing as long as he wants, in my opinion. I think he could go to 40 and still be a reliable player on a basketball team. Not like this, but he can definitely still be valuable. And even Dwayne Wade, look at how he developed his career. By the time he retired, it actually looked like he could have kept going. That's the way that you have to grow your game. And Russ didn't do that. And the people that expected him to do it haven't been paying attention, because Russell Westbrook, the blessing and the curse is that he is authentically himself. He is himself in the best of ways. He is himself in the worst of ways. And he is going to go down swinging. And you know what? Even if he strikes out every single time, even if he expects a fastball to come down the middle, even though they're clearly throwing a changeup, he's going to stroke up that bat and try to hit that son of a bitch to center field every single time, even if it's to their team's detriment and undoing. So that is the kind of player that Russell Westbrook is. And LeBron, Rob Pelinka, Anthony Davis, the Buss family, the Los Angeles community, a lot of people in the national media, a lot of people chose to inherently ignore it because it just had the feeling of a spectacle. Because that's what the Los Angeles Lakers are. They're not a basketball team. They're no longer a serious basketball organization. They're a clown show. They are goddamn Cirque du Soleil. And it's embarrassing. So anyone that was out there expecting this to be any different, any Lakers fan that thinks that this offseason is going to bring you any positivity, I really don't know what to tell you. You're going to wipe the floor with all these guys that were on minimum contracts, and you're going to bring in other veterans on minimum contracts. You're maybe going to trade for one guy, but it's not going to be Damian Lillard. You're going to be lucky if it's Julius Randle. So with that, I want to know what your thoughts are on the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers and why they should get together and just get that over with already. Also, do you think Anthony Davis will be a Laker this summer? We definitely have to talk about that in another video. Let me know in the comment section down below. But that is going to do it. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you next time. from Half Court. Be sure to subscribe.